Greetings, my lovely people around the world. Today I'm going to be telling you guys some stories, and this story is going to be crime time stories, cases of parents being murdered by their children. Let's do it. Number 5. Asme Tank. This happened when she was only 16 years old. She had been grounded for scoring only 96 on a test and was forced to stand naked in a corner where she disappointed her parents. Next, Asme's parents also threatened to sell her piano if she didn't improve. Asme is among the greatest classical pianists at her age in the state. Instead of getting straight A's, now she's getting 3 B's, and her parents seem to go rough on her. Later, in August 19, 2005, she murdered her mom with a knife. After the murder, she was put on trial on March 6, 2006, where she pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter. As the result of her pleading guilty to her crime, she got sentenced to 8 years and 4 months in prison on May 3, 2006. In the end, Asme was released from prison on October 1, 2012, and she is currently a news editor in Kansas City, Missouri. Number 4. Lowell Lee Andrews was a sophomore at University of Kansas, but then later convicted of the murder of his family on November 28, 1958. At first, he was described by his hometown newspaper as, quote, the nicest boy in Wocket, unquote. Later, it became downfall to where he fantasized of poisoning his family and become a gangster or a professional hitman if he moved to Chicago, Illinois. The murder took place at his parents' house during Thanksgiving holiday in 1958, where he used a .22 caliber rifle and a revolver to murder his family. He opened fire with his rifle and shot his sister between the eyes, killed her instantly, shot his mom 6 times, shot his father twice, and then shot his father repeatedly with a revolver, with a total of 16 shots. After he murdered his family, he staged the crime to make it look like a burglary, left the house to go to his apartment, and went to a theater. Later, when the movie is over, he drove to the Kansas River, where he threw the murder weapons into the river from the Massachusetts Street Bridge and called the police. Finally, the police arrived and noticed that Andrews seems unconcerned about his family's death. Andrews maintained his innocence until the family minister persuaded him to confess to the crime. At the end, he confessed to the crime and put on trial, in which he pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity, but was convicted and sentenced to death by hanging on November 30th, 1962. He died at the age of 22. Number 3. Marcelo Passaggini is a 13-year-old teenager whom parents are police in Sao Paulo, Brazil. He once told a friend he wanted to become a hitman, in which it led to murdering his parents, grandmother, and great-aunt. First, the boy posted a photo of the Emeryville ghost boy on his Facebook and then planned out the murder plan. Police believe that the boy murdered his family in their home around at late Sunday night into the early morning of Monday. Then he drove his mother's car to school after the murder and waited for 5 hours before school started. After school, he got a lift to get back home, where he shot himself in the left temple next to his dead family. Later, police went to investigate and found the dead family and the boy. Police searched the crime scene and found a police-issued .38 revolver inside the boy's backpack. At the end, there are articles believe that the boy is innocent and he is a murder victim because of his age. Number 2. Tylar Blends was a student at University of Alabama, Birmingham. in 2015. When his mom saw his bad college credit grades, Blensick and his mom were arguing. During the arguing, Blensick got furious. He grabbed a bat, swung the bat to his mom's head, and repeatedly beat her. Next, he called the emergency service. Police came and found his mom at the back garden. He was arrested on May 29, 2015. On the same day, his mother's body was found due to the blunt force trauma to the head. At the end, around December to February 2016, Blensick tried to cite an insanity defense but later declined and was found guilty of murder. Due to no court record in public, my opinion is if he's found guilty of murder in the state of Alabama, then he is sentenced less than 10 years. But if he is found guilty of capital offense murder, he must serve a minimum of 30 years before parole. Number 1. Ashley Martinson, a Wisconsin teen, a former blogger that blogged dark stories about death and mentioned about murdering her parents. What are her motives of murdering her mom and her stepfather? Her siblings, her mom, and herself got abused by the stepfather, and she got raped at the age of 9 by her mom's former boyfriends. On March 7th, 2015, during the night before the murder, Ashley's mom and her stepfather found out that she was in a relationship with a 22-year-old man named Ryan Sisko. Ashley, her mom, and her stepfather, all three of them, have an argument. After the argument, Ashley posted a status on Facebook and later murdered the stepfather with his own shotgun by shooting him twice, and murdered her mom by stabbing her with a knife over 30 times before fleeing the murder scene with the boyfriend, but the couples were found on the next day. Ashley pleaded guilty to 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide for the murder of her stepfather and her mother. She will be sentenced to 23 years in prison. Thank you very much, you guys, for watching this video. I hope you guys like it, and make sure to press the thumbs up button, share my videos, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be making more videos in the future. And thank you very much again. Have a nice day.